And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next.
Your New York Mets.
About to get started here, and towing the slab here, Griffin Canning. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Alex Call leading things off and takes a strike. On the inside corner for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one away.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Now the left fielder, James Wood. And that one clips the corner. Wood goes 6 feet 7 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Left field, Nimmo. And there are 2 outs.
Batting fourth, the designated
Dave Martinez lined up for the Nationals. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Luis Garcia.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Nathaniel Lowe in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Wood off of first with 2 away. In the dirt. And a pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
He goes down looking. So 1 left for Washington. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. So here's the lefty, Mackenzie Gore. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team They know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
And a foul ball. That misses. And a count 1-2. This one popped up. Nunez makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Francisco Lindor.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
Juan Soto stands in here, takes ball one low. Man at first, one away. That's in for a strike.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd play.
There goes the runner. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Here's Pete Alonso. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. The 1-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Two outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out of the inning. Mets leave one, scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Josh Bell. Canning back to work. Here's Bell with a blast deep to right. Gone. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Riley Adams digging in for the Nationals. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Misses inside. And 1-1. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Next pitch way upstairs. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Batting seventh, second baseman Luis Garcia.
And now it's Luis Garcia. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
2-0. And that one fouled off. One out, bases empty. Right side, Mauricio throws to first in time.
Batting eighth, center fielder Jacob Young.
2 outs, bases empty. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Jacob Young. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. One in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Hitter Jeff McNeil.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's one down.
Batting sixth, second baseman
Ronnie Mauricio now.
Mauricio.
Let's go, Ronnie.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Next offering upstairs. And that's a little bit high. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just off the inside corner, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
On the ground left side, 6,
He's
4,
out.
3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And that one clips the corner.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Gore checks over to first, and he's back. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And now 1 and 2. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And misses inside. Taylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Wood. And the inning is over. Mets strand 1, and it remains 1-0. New inning getting started, and here is Nasim Nunez. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Line drive. Soto hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder Alex Call.
So up next, Alex Call. Center field. Taylor ranging after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder James Wood.
2 down, base is empty. James Wood will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Fly ball down the line. Soto going back on this one. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Another 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
2-2 the count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure. And he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
So the batting order turns over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That one's in there, 0-1. Change up on the corner, and that's a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out. Man at first with 1 gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1 so far. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Step off, throw to first. Lindor back in there.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary.
Oh, that drilled him. On double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Nationals 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field. And now here is Ahmed Rosario. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a ground ball on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Caught looking his first time up.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Soto makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, first baseman Josh Bell.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. He's already homered in this game. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Next to hit, Riley Adams. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. Man at second. That one's in there. And it's 0-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like
hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Luis Garcia now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor moving under it. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Juan Soto now.
Right fielder.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Soto, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And another ball. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That's a little bit low.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Next pitch is outside.
No strike.
Nice curveball for a strike. That one missed. And that's ball 4.
Take the base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Fly to left his first time. And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Now batting.
Recognize the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Ronnie Mauricio getting ready to hit. And that one is inside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
One out. Runners at first and second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, one out. And that one fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Missed inside with the curve. Alonso, the lead runner, out at second. McNeil at first. One gone. That one hit to right. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Grounded to third, could be two. Rosario to second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Ready now for the fifth inning. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Canning back to work. Just missed. This one popped up. Mauricio hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Nasim Nunez.
Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. He's 0 for 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Foul ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next pitch is downstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that one in the air center field. Taylor has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Alex Call.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Next to hit for the Nats, Alex Call. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto has a beat on it, and that will drop foul. Struck him out looking. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they're on top 2-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
That's through there for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
On the ground, and that chance handled. Zips it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Fly to left his first time. In the air, left field, down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Mets trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And there's the ball.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now batting.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
One down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. His first at bat was a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Beatty, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a foul ball. And that skips into dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
That misses, and it's 2-2. In the dirt. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. And now
fielder,
James Wood. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Grounds one to short. Lindor. The throw to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the Nationals, third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Up now for Washington, Ahmed Rosario. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Base hit, So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, designated hitter Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. Back-to-back singles. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Griffin Canning out of the game, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching.
The new pitcher in the game, Kodai Senga.
Number 34.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett up and throwing. Runners at first and second with one gone. Two on, one out. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Catcher Riley Adams.
Riley Adams digging in for the Nationals.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Not close with that one. 1-0. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Two outs, two in scoring position, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Huge strikeout there. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, and now it's Frankie Lindor.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer appears to be getting loose. Chafin getting loose as well. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Outside low, and that's ball one.
Put away off that pitch down.
And a slider misses down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that misses. And that is ball one. Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
We got full count.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Pete Alonso in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now here is Pete Alonso.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
0-1.
And ball one.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Lindor at second. Nimmo over at first with 1 away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
3-2.
Jeff McNeil in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
It appears Dave Martinez is ready to dive into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Mackenzie Gore will depart. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
Now on
Washington.
the mound for the Nationals, Mitchell
Number
Parker.
70.
He's having a ton of
Mitchell
success
Parker.
facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So bases loaded with one away. McNeil digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. Fought off foul. One out, bases full. That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Bases loaded. One away. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio.
Now
The
batting.
switch hitter
Second
batting right.
baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the
Now
Nationals,
it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Senga in his 3rd season, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Just missed.
What's a good pitch
I got
there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other
Now
way,
batting,
but
the
that
center
time,
fielder,
a
Jacob
little anxious.
Young.
Jacob Young will hit next. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez gathers, throws the first, in time for the second out.
Now batting.
Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Nunez.
2 down, bases empty. Nasim Nunez now at the plate. That's down and in.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go
Ball
right
one, no
at this
strike.
guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Pulls that one foul. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And there's a strike.
We got a full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, center field. Taylor hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Here's
Washington.
a new pitcher from the pen, Jose
Number
A.
47.
Ferrer. He last
Jose
pitched 2
A.
days ago.
Ferrer.
And now the center
Leading
fielder,
off for the
Tyrone
Mets,
Taylor.
Center
We talk
fielder,
about guys with good
Tyrone
speed, and
Taylor.
definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Bell takes it himself and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That missed by a lot. Now 1 and 2. Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Francisco
And
Alvarez.
stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And that drops in for a strike. A changeup missing, and 1 and 1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That's off the plate.
That's inside. The next offering misses. 3 and 2 now. Francisco Lindor waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
3 and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
For the Mets,
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco
And
Lindor.
things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
Just missed. Alvarez off of first with 2 away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's the strike. Popped up. Garcia. And that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the New
back,
York
and a
Mets.
new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th. Reed
75.
Garrett.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Alex Call digging in for the Nationals.
fielder, Alex
0 for
Call.
3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That's to third. Grabs it barehanded. The throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Now
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
So man aboard. James Wood getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That one ripped. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw, and they got him.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
In the air, right field. And that drops foul. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike. Now he breaks his bat. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
So a man at first. Now at the plate, Nathaniel Lowe. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. Third out. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets nothing.
Pitching for
Back
the
now,
Nationals.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
53.
8th. Andrew Chafin. He's been so good against lefties. Nimmo checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around according to Darryl Parker. And the lefty with the 0-1. And this is inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next one misses, and the count is 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2. And that one moves his feet. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Chopped out in front of the plate. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Soto stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Up the middle, Nunez. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Two outs. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt. Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That smash towards center. Young pulls it in on the run. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Griffin Canning.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Lindor. And a quick out, number 1. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. And something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a hitter to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden players get fired up in the dugout, and they want to do the same thing. And before you know it, you start to get base runners on, and you get a big hit, and all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something they definitely could use.
One down, base is empty. And that is out of play. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just He's having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking. 2 away.
Batting third. Third baseman.
2 outs, base is
Ahmed
empty.
Rosario.
And stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. First
1-0.
offering misses badly for ball 1. Canning, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one is inside. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. A little bit
That's
low.
ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's
Batting
just
fourth,
mentally
the
prepared,
designated
knowing
hitter,
that if it's
Nathaniel
not on a tee,
Lowe.
you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
He swings and fouls one off.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Oh, 1 now. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nationals leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Outside, and it's 1-0.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 1 out, base is empty. High in the air, out to right. Call. They got it for out number 2. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, Boogie's leading them in batting average and RBI, so delivering in a number of ways. And you know what? If he comes up with the bases empty, good chance of getting on base, set up his teammates. If he comes up with guys on, man, he could drive him in. Just a solid contributor for this lineup.
Juan Soto stands in now and watches strike 1. Dives And he can't hang on. No throw, and he's on at first.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Man at first, here's Pete Alonso. And that one hammered. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. A soaring shot to center. That's his third home run of the series. It's 2-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 2 down. So now here's the Mets DH, Jeff McNeil. And he takes a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one not close. Now 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one the other way. Nunez tosses across to first. Inning over. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Josh Bell.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Canning back to work. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Boog, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
The 1-1 is fouled off. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Ripped to short. Toss to Alonso. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, catcher Riley Adams.
And now up for Washington, Riley Adams.
Go back to DC.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1. And another ball.
No strikes. Ball 3.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find a zone.
It just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Batting seventh,
the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So digging in, Luis Garcia. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Adams leads off first with one away. Ground ball left side. Baden over to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting 8th, center fielder Jacob Young.
Jacob Young, the next to hit. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. So one left for Washington, and they're down 2-0. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio.
Second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ball one, no strikes.
Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and the bottom of the second starts with a double.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Moved to second, and he's back in safely. Fastball for a strike. Fouled off left side. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's outside. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Man at second. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting 8th, third baseman Brett Beatty.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ball. Squirts away a little bit. Off the mark there. Yeah, that's ball 2. 1 out and a runner at second. Fastball for a strike at 95. To the right side, and that one handled. Slings to first in time.
Batting 9th, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And a swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an
0-1's the
early
count.
lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
Two the count.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. 2 outs. And it remains 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Hard hit, knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. 2 left on. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. Up now for Washington. Nasim Nunez. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed. And a foul ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Alex Call. Ball 1 there.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor on to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, left fielder, James Wood.
So 2 down now, and here is James Wood. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one
Ball
misses. Going to count 1 and 2. That one missed. Missed with a changeup, and the count is filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Queens as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Juan Soto. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
1-1.
Now 1-1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Runners on the corners, no outs. Next offering is down low.
2-2 to the count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie. You can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. There's the strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And he hits a ground ball right side.
Foul.
And foul ball. Nimmo on third. Soto at first. One gone. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Doubled his first time up. Off the plate, 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Smoked on the ground a second. That ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at Citi Field, here's the third baseman, Mlb Rosario. And that misses off the outside edge. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Whips it to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 1 so far. Lowe measures 6 feet 4 inches. 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Josh Bell. Grounded out his first time. Going around.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom 4.
for the
And
Mets,
stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. And it's caught for the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next pitch inside, and it's 2-0.
Ball, that's inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Mets. Here's a 3-0. They say you win.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Now this is in the air down the line. Call under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Riley Adams. Canning back to work. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's one down.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman
Next
Luis
to hit for the
Garcia.
Nats, Luis Garcia. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it on his own. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Nationals, center fielder Jacob Young.
Jacob Young will hit next. Fly to center his first time.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Just missed. And it's even up.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Beatty to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt.
This is a beautiful play. The bare hand grab at third, throws off balance to first base to end the inning. If you play third base, it's got to be one of your favorite ones to watch.
And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. That one almost got him.
1-0.
And the 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Drops into the glove. One up, one down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play. And it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Nimmo in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. There's a strike. A changeup missing. 2-1. Gets the outside corner with that one. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Soto, the next to hit, takes outside. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Young should have this one. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Back here in Queens, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Nasim Nunez. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball one.
You know, these Nationals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like. And we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one catches the corner for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
At the plate, Alex Call right through there for a strike. And that's outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Way high there, and it's 2-1. Check swing, called strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2-2 now. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Wood in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is outside.
You know, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
And now the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo brings it in for the 3rd out. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. The left-hander on now, Mitchell Parker.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And here is Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one.
Pete Alonso.
And that's through there for a strike. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Trevor Williams getting loose out there. Number 61 getting cranked up as well. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
The count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one ripped into right. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
The batter now, Jeff McNeil. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Young under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio now at the plate, 1 for 2.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Hard hit, right side. Over to first. 2 gone.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Now batting,
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 2 in this one. This one smoked out to left. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 3 and the Nationals nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Right down to shoot, strike 1.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Fouled off down the right side.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. On the ground, right side, Mauricio throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
That's a ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now up for Washington, Josh Bell. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. The Nats yet to pick up a hit here. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Line to left and foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball up the middle, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
He made a great run at it, Boog. I mean, he had their hitters off balance for the entire game up until this point, and maybe he didn't get all the way to 27 outs, but he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, really fantastic effort. Gave us all a great show, and now we'll see what's left for him. And here's the catcher, Riley Adams. And that is downstairs, and it's 1-0. To the right side, Mauricio. They get the force, and that is the inning. Nationals lead 1. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for
We're
Washington.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Williams.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Brett Beatty digs
Leading
in now.
off for the Mets, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Just missed.
1-0.
And there's the strike. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
And that's outside. Right side. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Now here is Francisco Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Nasty pitch right there. 0-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Good eye in that spot. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's
3
a ball.
balls, 2 strikes.
Headed towards the corner. Wood on the run towards the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one out to right. That's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that is that.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the New
back,
York
and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Number 82. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Up now for Washington, Luis Garcia.
Second baseman, Luis
The Nationals
Garcia.
in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Fouled off. He was late.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
1 ball.
Next pitch misses way outside. Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. First out in the top of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So up next, Jacob Young. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And that's in the dirt. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And it's fouled away. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's way high. 3-1 now. Fastball for a strike. Goes down looking.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider. Even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box. And it clearly was not that pitch.
Look out.
Yep, that got
and
him.
It hit him.
First base.
Now batting, right fielder,
Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1. And that one missing low. Nunez off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Rolls across the diamond, and that will end the inning. So 1 left for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Williams back to work. There's a strike. And ball 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Nunez tosses to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Out towards right center field. Young makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Pete
2 down, base is
Alonso.
empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Just
That pitch
missed.
is out.
Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
2 outs. And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Alonso tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Ricky Holiday.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome.
Now batting,
It wasn't an intentional
designated
walk,
hitter,
but he
Jeff
wasn't exactly trying to attack the
McNeil.
zone either.
So, man aboard. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 in this one. Late swing, foul to the left. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Mets strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Back here at Citi
Leading off
Field,
for
now the
Washington,
left fielder, James Wood. Just missed. And another ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1. That one missed.
Ball 3.
Out to short. Fires across the diamond. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Now
that play won't be trending on social
Mlb
media later
The Show.
on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Mlb The Show. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
1 down, base is empty. Upstairs, 2-1. That's inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Foul ball there.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Third play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Up and in. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's down and in. Swing and a miss. Now only 1 out remaining.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Bell, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Just outside. 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.